Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. The play clock's running down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. White 55. Right there. Dagger. Dagger. Check three.
To throw, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Bridge fires one, but incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He shakes him off. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Man, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. Way 90.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 18 yards there in the 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Bridgewater. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Defense showing blitz. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Give him 22 on that one. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterbacks.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big tight end. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. On second down, here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like a...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The second down throw for Bridgewater. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot, how are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The left side caught by Diggs. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Eight yards to go here on second down. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
This is Abdullah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go. Wait, 9 pass.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bridgewater now on second down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. And having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. They come out here in the eye. Stafford on third down. And Tate's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Second down following the run. Here's Stafford now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. So they're going to go for 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Oh, nice move. And he'll power his way up near the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Stafford. He completes it to Tate. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Stafford, Ebron with it over the middle. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. First down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He'll look to set up his blockers. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. And a wildcat formation here. They start the drive with Abdullah. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Abdullah. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility.
And he's brought down after a good game. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Intended target, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here. throwing on third down. Stafford. And he connects with a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cutback. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They come up in an offset eye. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. And an alley to run. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Play action now. Bridgewater backing up. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
From the 2-yard line now, it's first and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their suicides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They run a draw here on second down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Get ready. Way 90.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Way 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And Detroit getting set to go now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team. Defensive.
And it's a fumble. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.